It's clash of the titans at the Supreme Court, and the biggest titan of them all is Sam Alito. He writes a 77-page opinion on a case that his side actually won, but he's furious that it was narrowly decided. I'll explain in just a second. Welcome to the TenNapel stream. And I am in way over my head when I'm talking about legal theory. But I've been reading about the Supreme Court for 30 years, and I read many of the decisions and look at who's deciding what and who's fighting what. And to me, it is probably the easiest part of our government to follow when you compare like presidential elections or houses of Congress and things like that. The Supreme Court is just kind of like guys arguing over cases. So I understand that. And who is letting what bias make decisions for them? That's what fascinates me about it, even though I'm a barely literate comic book artist. So in these last two decisions, I've already reported on one of them, which was on the possibility of overturning Obamacare or the Affordable Care Act. It was launched by 18 states that just wanted to hear it in court. The Supreme Court said, no, we won't hear it. It lacks standing. And it split along odd lines. But Alito was in dissent, okay, and joined by Gorsuch, who basically repeated what he said. So those were those two. The big surprise was Amy Coney Barrett did not join them. And that was what the Democrats said when they were trying to block her, that she could not be on the Supreme Court because they said they know that she would rule against the ACA and Obamacare. They were testing her on it. They're going, you're going to get your health care taken away if you appoint Amy Coney Barrett. They lied, of course. Really what they were afraid of was her position on Roe v. Wade, but they knew that the public wouldn't be okay with that. So they went for the more palatable attack on a woman, which was that she was going to overturn the Affordable Care Act. They were, of course, proven wrong because it's kind of the reason they overturned it, okay, lack of standing. That is not reporting on the case itself. They're just saying because of a technicality, we can't see this, and it actually invites the case to come back up again on a later day. Then the second case was a unanimous decision. That is, the entire court agreed that they could not make a Catholic group vet same-sex marriages for adoption. That there was a Catholic group, and they said, First Amendment, we have the right to our speech and our religion, and you can't make us vet same-sex couples for adoption. Now, that can't be controversial, can it be? But the entire court, very interesting that every liberal even came on board with this one. But this is what pissed off Alito. And I mean, that's not my words. That's how they use it to describe him, was he was pissed off. This is why he wrote a 77-page commentary on the decision. It was what's called narrowly decided. What does that mean? How do you have an entire Supreme Court united on a decision, yet it was narrowly decided? Narrowly decided is a kind of weight that the court gives the case. And they're saying, we all agree on this, but it only applies to just this one tiny Catholic group. We're not setting precedent. I believe they really are setting precedent, even on narrowly decided decisions. But they're saying, no, don't take this as standing to turn over anything in the past or anything in the future. You can't use it for that. This is narrowly decided. And they all, say that. And so Alito wanted it to be broadly decided. And that's what he wrote in this 77-page opinion. He's saying, look, sooner or later, we're going to have to face this issue, and you're dodging it by narrowly deciding this thing. That's how the Supreme Court works. I think this stuff is fascinating. I think Alito is the new Scalia. We thought it might be Thomas. But even though Thomas went on the side with John Roberts and the liberals saying that the Affordable Care Act lacked standing, that's not deciding on the issue itself. They're just saying So I'm saying this isn't a sellout. This isn't weird. I'm just saying it's way more complicated than just, oh, John Roberts is a sellout. It's way more complicated than that. And everyone is saying now that the fight on the court is not between the 6 conservatives and the liberals justices. It is between the 6 conservatives that they're kind of jockeying for position, and their arguments are there. It's kind of a 3-on-3. It can be a 4-on-2, depending. I just love this stuff. That's all. Thank you guys for watching, and thanks so much for the subscribers. I think we got 5,000 subs yesterday. This is all going to burn down eventually, so welcome for as long as the masters allow me to do my thing.